final question for you, Carl Gallup.
Final question, final warning.
Final warning. Yeah, really, this is the seventh trumpet. This is a question that so many people have on their minds. I've heard it over and over again. I myself have wondered about it as well. And I noticed that you have it on the back of the book as one of the questions, the back of final warning, and it is this. Is the United States mentioned in biblical prophecy?
All right. How long do I have to answer that?
You've got a good solid 10 minutes, maybe even 12.
Okay. Well, let me give my 5-minute answer to that. Again, people do whole prophecy conferences centered around this topic, so I'm going to give my quick 5-minute answer. And so again, I want your audience to hear me. I'm not trying to oversimplify this. It's just we've got 5 minutes, so here it is. There are various theories, and people think that they see shades of hints of America. For example, I'll give you one that some prophecy people think that they see. In Revelation chapter 12, there's this overarching panoramic illustration of the attack of Satan against God's people and the nation of Israel, the woman that gives birth to the man-child. We know that's Jesus the Christ who will rule the nations with an iron scepter, et cetera, et cetera. But it goes on to say that the offspring of that woman, they were persecuted. The world tried to sweep them away. The serpent, the dragon, Satan tried to sweep them away in a torrent, but they were given the wings of a great eagle, and they were lifted off into the desert to be taken care of for times, and half a times. And so a lot of people say, what's the national symbol of the United States? A great eagle with its 2 wings outstretched. And guess what America did? It saved Israel in World War II and then protected the Jews and protected Israel. More Jews lived in the United States than lived anywhere else in the world for the longest, and still live in the United States more than live in Israel, even now. And so there are some prophecy experts that think, well, that might be an allusion to America. Okay, but here's my quick little answer to this. Again, we could do an hour-long conference on this and all of the possible hints and allusions in the Scriptures to America. But here's the deal, Andrea. Here's how I see it. Whether or not America is specifically mentioned in the Scriptures or not, I'm not willing to be dogmatic about it, but I can say this. Without doubt, dogmatically, I will say, America has been used of God to bless the world and to bless Israel in these final days. America is the world's last, greatest, shining hope, earthly speaking, on the face of the earth. If the light of America goes out tomorrow, with all of our evils, with all of our wickedness, with all of our stupidity, we are still the only nation in the world to which millions of people beat our borders down illegally, if necessary, to get here, because we're the only place in the world where there is some chance of prosperity and hope and education and health care, if that's not ruined, and a chance for a future for them and their children. They're coming here by the millions. We're the only nation in the world that has to build fences to keep people out. The flood is so great. When the world is in trouble, the world always calls for America. We're the most benevolent nation on the face of the earth. With all of our stupidity and our evils and our wickedness, we still are a light. We're the only nation founded upon Judeo-Christian foundational principles from our founding fathers who wrote about it, who put it in our founding document. No other nation in the history of the world has been so strong and so prosperous as us, and we were undeniably used to bring Israel into existence, a 2,500-year-old prophecy, to protect Israel, to defend Israel, to prop up Israel so that it is a Middle Eastern superpower and a power to be reckoned with in the world. God has done this through America without denial. Whether or not America is mentioned in some allusion in the Bible is up for interpretation, but it's not up for interpretation that God has used us and is using us. And I tell people the day we turn our back on Israel is the day we're done. We've offered up 50 to 60 million little babies to the fires of Molech, and we've called it abortion and choice. We've institutionalized, we're getting ready to institutionalize the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah. We've celebrated, We fund it, we finance it, we declare that it's normal, and now we're turning our back on Israel. I'm telling you, we're in the last days. These are prophetic times. I think the trumpets are blowing, and I think we're living in the trumpet days.
Yeah. Carl Gallups, thank you so much for your time tonight, for sharing with us the benefit of your wisdom and your research. And certainly the book is, it's amazing. Final Warning, Understanding the Trumpet Days of Revelation. Pastor Gallups, thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Andrea, I can't thank you enough for being so gracious and giving me such large segments of time to explain myself. I doubt if very few others in the future will give me the kind of graciousness you've given me. God bless you.
Well, thank you, and I certainly hope that they do, because you have a message that needs to be told. So thank you again, and again, the book is Final Warning, folks. Get the book; you'll benefit from it. Thank you again, Pastor Gallups.
Thank you, Andrew. God bless you.
God bless you too. All right. Wow. Wow, huh? Yeah. Beverly in Kentucky in the chat room. She's listening. She says, I'd love for this man to be my pastor. Absolutely. Boy, did he wrap it all up with a bow, didn't he? At the end, about a question, the answer to what about the United States? Where is the United States mentioned in biblical prophecy? I think I liked his answer. It's the best one I've heard so far. All right, tomorrow morning.